Hey guys, here we are back with another week of my diecast addiction. This here, I'm just going to go ahead and pop and start with is Plymouth Cuda from John Wick Chapter 4, Green Light. A good buddy of mine gave me this today after we got done crawling. Really nice car. Really nice car. Beautiful in black. Really nice wheel and tire combo. Not sure why it has a plate like that, but could be related to the movie. Not exactly sure. That's a cool car. And then while I was messing around on Whatnot, came across this highway hauler, C3PO. Got it for my wife. She's got this thing about C3PO. Not even really much of a Star Wars fan, but she likes the character. Had this little figure and took it around and did little scenes with it for a while, and then one day it just disappeared. A friend of mine got her a new one recently. This is another one I got off of Whatnot. Gave it a little more than what I wanted to for it, but I really wanted the truck, so sometimes that happens. Blister was already cracked and busted. And he was going to preserve it and tape it up real nice, and said no, just go ahead and pop it out. I mean, it was, blister was damaged enough to where all I had to do was smack it on the car and it came right out. Beautiful car. And went ahead and picked this up for my daughters. This is the lighter version of it. Monster High car. My wife picked up, Mrs. Days picked up this 57. Pretty cool car. I enjoy it. Also because T right there. One of my daughter's names starts with T. One of the origins or places that Hot Wheels is manufactured. I'll give you a little hint. Fun car. Wife's really been digging Bel Airs here recently. And got the 94 Audi Avant RS2 in red. I've got it in gray and black. I wanted to get the Super, but I haven't found a Super in over 10 years. Found a few treasure hunts, but haven't really found any Supers. Then I got an RS6 Avant Q kerosene. No. But thought I'd do a custom with this. And pop it open. Really is a nice car though. Details on the headlights and the grille. Really nice details. Set that car aside for a mail-in later. Volkswagen T2 pickup. Just grabbed this up recently. Basically this whole pile, almost all of it, was caught up here recently when Kroger decided to restock for their mail-in. So We picked that up. And we have Dodge D100 in a different color variant. Other one was pink. This one's what, turquoise? Not exactly sure what to call that. Really cool truck. And this was a Kroger exclusive color variant on a yellow Plymouth Barracuda. Kind of looks like mustard. And another Kroger exclusive, Ford GT40. It's okay. Again, it looks like mustard. Or maybe some type of, I don't know, bumblebee. Didn't really want to say that, but yeah. This one I was pretty excited for. I got in the previous video you've seen, I got the gray one, but here's the white one, which is the color of the real AutoZam Made Legends Tour winner this year, or a couple of years ago. Hot Wheels 2022 Hot Wheels Legends Tour Champion Texas 2 is a 92 AutoZam Scrum that has been reimagined as a mud bogging, one of a kind monster truck that crushed the competition. I don't know why that was so hard to read. I'm trying to read through the phone, I guess. Really cool little truck. One of my favorites. And the final Corvette of the Barbie Corvettes. Not really my favorite one. The color combo is pretty cool, but I'm just not up for the flames. They're just not that great. Definitely could have done just a little bit better. But still a cool car. Still a cool car. El Segundo Coupe in another recolor. I was so excited for these when they came out, because it's basically that keychain, which I was hoping they'd keep doing those. Maybe they will, but we'll see. They did that new Porsche one. That thing's pretty cool. It's a little bit more difficult to set up. And of course, purple Skyline. Who doesn't love a Skyline? May even already have this one. I'm not sure. Doesn't hurt to have extras. Now these ones I was excited for. This one's pretty nice, from the Dominic Toretto series. 1968 Dodge Charger. Really nice. Really nice. Only grabbed a couple of them. I didn't want them all. Some of these cars they've just done so many times, It's almost like, what's the point? This is my favorite run that I was excited for. The 50 Chevy Fleet Line with missing doors, missing doghouse, all to shed some weight to get the race win. And if you haven't watched it, they rigged up turbo in a way that probably wouldn't even actually work in real life. But for theatrics, it was just a really cool scene. And in the end of it, this car got blew up. Basically. And another version of his 95 RX-7. Love the Veil Slide RX-7. This is one I don't mind getting, with it being redone so many times. I did pick up the whole Stars and Stripes set, but sold it, the set already, and this is all I really wanted, because it's pretty neat when you combine them all together. They create a flag, and the set consists of the SRT Viper, the Copo Camaro, Dodge Challenger SRT Demon, Ford Shelby GT 500, and the 2020 Corvette. Gotta say that Mustang was a really nice version of the Mustang. There was only 2 of those that I found, 2 of these that I found, and the rest of the set that I grabbed. So this is all I really wanted. I gave the Mustang to my buddy that we basically trade back and forth all the time. He gives me lots. So, good guy. Basically just turned his life around a few years back, and he's been super grateful for it. This one's a 1954 Mercedes-Benz 300 SL from the Vintage series. Pretty cool car. One of my favorite out of this series. Even though as the red mainline and the Elite 64 is alright, but this one, it looks cooler. If only this one would have had the rubber wheels, metal base, but part of the new silver line. Then also got another 53 Corvette. I shouldn't say another. That's really cool. Really like a lot of these vintage ones, and I didn't think I'd want the Camaro because I hadn't seen it because it was on the shelf. But after I seen pictures of it, that thing is really nice looking. Really nice looking. Wish I could have found that one. And then we got the red RS6 Avant from the Hot Wagons. Really nice car. This set consisted of the Nova wagon, GTO wagon, Datsun Bluebird wagon 510, Volvo 850 Estate, and the RS6 Avant. This and the Bluebird were probably my 2 favorite out of the whole set. I've had quite a few of the Nova wagons, quite a few, well, a couple of the GTO wagons, but this one and the RS6 are the ones that really spoke out to me. I've always really enjoyed the 510s, the nice race ones, not the stock ones. But once I found out they had a wagon years ago, I was hooked. I got a thing for wagons. This one was another one I was excited for. Star Trek USS Enterprise NCC 1701. Great little movie car. Yeah. Spaceship, shuttle, starship, whatever you want to call it. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know if it's just really reflective or it's actually catching some light through there somehow. I don't know. Pretty cool. Did manage to find a couple treasure hunts, but not supers. You got the Ain't Fair. Yeah, I mean, it ain't fair. I can't ever find a super, but it is what it is. Life ain't fair. And I can't talk. So, that's alright. We'll just keep going. And by the way, guys, if you like stuff like this, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button and the like button. It really helps out a lot. Maybe even leave a comment. Tell me what your favorite one's going to be. Then the custom 53 Chevy. This clear hood. Just a beautiful car. Lead sled style. Love to have 49 Mercury. That's one of my favorite cars. And speaking of the mail-ins, here's from the Dollar General mail-in, which is the Nissan Silvia CSP 311. I got it just because it's Nissan, to be honest, and it's red. I have a thing, my favorite color is red. I have a thing about red cars, so, of course. And it's Nissan. I like Nissans. Really nice looking car. But for those of you who don't know about the mail-ins, if you don't know, you'll get on Mattel Creations, go to the news, and find the post about it. Sometimes they do them for Dollar General, they do them for Kroger, they do them for Target. Like last year for Target, they had a really cool Nissan hardbody, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get it. I had gotten everything and had the receipt, and then work got real hectic and crazy and had me caught up with this and that, and well, I forgot until the day after, and I went to try and check out even though I had the tab open. It wouldn't let me, so yeah, that was a real bummer on that one. Now here's another one that buddy Mike gave me. Actually, this little stack is got the Shelby Cobra Daytona Coupe. It's just a really neat car. If I remember, I think this might have been in a Fast and Furious movie, or maybe that Need for Speed movie. I can't remember. I remember it being in like a navy blue, I think. It's really cool. Not too shabby. Then, speaking of that Mustang Shelby Cobra GT500. This one's from the Gran Turismo Real Driving Simulator. Another cool car. Like I said, they really did a good job on this casting. I'm not gonna save this one. We're just gonna pop this one open. It don't need to stay on the card. And that is plastic. So that's pretty cool though. Really nice race livery. Need to get better lighting. You know, guys, share these videos, hit the like button, comment. Every little bit helps. You know, I'm roughly at 360 subscribers at this point. Next goal is 500. I'm thinking about doing a giveaway. I just don't know what. I have an idea of something. You have to watch further on in order to find that out. But here we are. We have the 1963 Cadillac ambulance. Not an Ecto 1 with Ghostbusters, but it's still cool. These old Cadillacs, just the old cars, old cars, just style that can't be matched today, especially with the huge fins, bulging tail lights. Really cool. I guess this is from a Cadillac series that Matchbox did. Really cool. That doesn't need to go in box. That's Matchbox, not Hot Wheels. Then, same time, picked up the 67 Chevy C10 with their black and gold anniversary series. Had C10, twin mill, GT2 Porsche, Mercedes-Benz Unimog, Acura Integra, and 67 Camaro. Which this must have been like a re-put out overstock or something, because I got the Integra a while ago, probably a year ago. And also got the 993 GT2. Really like how on some of these Porsches they made it where the headlights are part of the plastic, so it gives it that extra bit of dimension instead of just being kind of a flat tempo, not really much detail to it. But then they don't do the tail lights. Still a cool car. What year is this from? Not sure. 2021? Yep. That's why I've already found them. So definitely restock on those or re-release. And then I happened to get lucky at that drop at Kroger and found another one of the Fast and Furious 5-packs with a Charger and Supra, Gran Torino, Chevelle, and the Aston Martin. So I was pretty excited about that because one I ended up selling, thinking that, oh, that'll just be a cakewalk to go grab another. Yeah, not quite as easy as I thought it was going to be. So got that one, and then same ordeal with the whatnot. Found this, so I had to go ahead and get it. I gotta get I think one or two more sets. I'm not exactly sure. I gotta look them up. But off this set, the Impala and the Evo are my two favorite. The Turismo's alright. Of course, DK is a supercar. I mean, villain car is generally a really cool car as well. And GT40, well, that's just, it's there. And we got the HKS Skyline and MBK 2-pack. This one, I was kind of shocked how I managed to get this, because there's only one Target that is close and near to me, and trying to find anything there is a real pain, because I don't know their truck delivery days, so I can't necessarily check. It's another town, but I Google searched this and it led me straight back to Mattel's website. Now, if you were to search this on their website and to even show what vehicles were in stock and available, this did not show up. And I thought that was kind of funny. And then went back, thought maybe it was just a glitch, an internet glitch of some sort. But for whatever reason, you can search for this on Mattel's website. You won't find it. But if you do the Google search, it pulled it up and it took me straight to the website. Don't make sense. But this is not staying in the package. Let's go ahead and open this up. I might put it back in the package, but for now, they're coming out. Got the MBK van. I just think it's a really cool little van. Not sure what it's based on. I'm assuming it's based on like a Toyota Hiace. I'm not exactly sure how to say it. Those are pretty cool little vans. And then of course, a Skyline. Everybody's favorite, a Skyline. I like it more just for the livery. I think this livery is really cool. Kind of screams some type of 80s color vibe. And stuff from the 80s is kind of really cool. So, I mean, yeah. And then to continue this kind of Fast and Furious thing we got going on, I picked up 77 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am in the classic black and gold with the Phoenix. And such a beautiful car. The thing that don't make sense to me is I don't remember seeing this car in any of the Fast and Furious movies. And I'm going to have to go back and watch. But me, it is not about Fast and Furious when it comes to this car. Like, it just never has been a Fast and Furious thing for me with this. It's about the bandit. And this was a missed opportunity, or maybe they just couldn't get the licensing for it, so they chose to go Fast and Furious instead. Because this would have been a lot cooler had it been Bandit 1. Yes. Super cool. This is probably one of my favorite cars that I got over the past week. Just cat's meow. My buddy Mike again, another one that he gave. 69 Ford Mustang Boss 302. Not a big Mustang fan, not of the old ones, but this one's pretty nice. And when it comes to gifts, they don't, that's what they are. They're gifts. They don't, will never get sold. Maybe traded at some point, but never sold. Because at that point, it's not about money. So therefore, I'm not going to make money off a friend's gift. Just share. Really like the detail though. Nice car. And then, you know, the apple pear bunch. You got the orange Skyline. About the same story with this as with that 5-pack. Sold it. Thinking, oh, easy, I'll go back and get the one that I left. Nope. It was gone. And then you got the Supra. So, got both cars with mismatched liveries. Not going to open these right now. I might open them later, but not right now. Kind of debating back and forth with myself. Just because this Fast and Furious stuff, it actually holds value sometimes, and you know, it can go nuts for it. This is one I found a while back. This is part of that box, that crate, and I couldn't find it when I did the video. But this was my absolute favorite. Dodge Caravan. If you've been watching the videos, you know I like my Dodges. I like my vans. And to find the Dodge Caravan like this, because I didn't even know they did Dodge Caravan. And this is just really, really cool. Really cool. So managed to pick up this one as well. I think Mike gave me this one. 55 Bel Air Gasser. Number 11. Car number 11. Sorry, had to clear my throat. But car number 11. Hoonigan. That's really cool. So, I'm not going to be opening any of my Boulevards. Those I'm going to try and just collect as I go, and the ones that I really like I'll hang up and Well, the ones I won't have. This one's been warm in the pegs a lot, and I don't understand why. It's really a cool little car. Like, it really is. Its base stock form is not necessarily the coolest, but I mean, at the same time, it's got its own little cool factor, especially you paint it baby blue, you know. It's a Ford Anglia, which is the same car as what the Harry Potter car was. So, kind of, sort of, this is the Harry Potter car. Just racy. Next, here we are with the MBK van again, but this time in the ad van livery from the Boulevard. Again, I just really like these little vans. Gotta get some better lighting. You know, share the video. Help me get some grounds. Maybe some other people really enjoy the videos. Or I don't know. I can't imagine that we all like to stare at little cars, but I catch myself staring at people sharing their cars. So, why not? 96 Accord was one of them. Another one that I was really excited to see. I didn't know I don't know if they've done this car before or not. Keeps focusing on those cars over there. Not too fond of livery though. I'm excited for the hauler 2-pack though when it comes out. Another buddy of mine, good old, I'm gonna refer to him as Tom Cruise. The Cruise. We were chatting up on Messenger, and he was showing me his findings. Say, hey man, check it out. Just sharing with me because he's been kind of. I think I gave him the bug with the Hot Wheels. And he's saying how he just randomly found this one in the food section. And I told him how I've been looking for it. I said, if you find another one, let me know. And he's just like, you know what? Drop your address. It's in the mail. So I did. Here it is. Really excited because when I went, they didn't have them. All they had was the van and the Corvair. They took the Sylvia, they took the Porsche, and they took the Skyline. All of it was gone. Except for, like, one van and one Corvair. And this even sat for a day or two. My wife seen it. She liked it. She wanted it. I'm like, okay. But I already have this from the Leno set. Plan on snagging the wheels because they're really little. But then again, it's kind of a cool looking little car. So I left them. Another highway hauler. This one's from Pop Culture, the Beatles. What's really neat is, like, if you look at it, it looks like a ticket for their Hollywood Bowl concert in 1965, August 29th. It's really neat looking highway hauler. I got a thing for the semis also. Well, the wife was arguing and say I got a thing for all cars. Yeah, but yeah. There you go. You got the Rotson Dotson from Roadkill. I think this might be the second release of this. I'm not sure. Because if I remember correctly, there was a prior release and the card art was different. But I could be wrong. Wouldn't be surprised if I am. Another Barbie car. Cool combi. Cute one. Got this one mainly for my girls. It is a nice color combo though. I do like that. Wifey got these. Miss Day's got this one as well. This was part of, I think, a birthday gift that she got me. This one, I didn't even realize this was a Nissan at first. I was honestly kind of like, oh, Gran Turismo, okay. I played that game a lot when I was a kid, and I had a fun time. But all of a sudden, like I don't know, I'm not really into the hype of the movie. But still a neat story. And it's just kind of a cool concept car. It clearly takes design from the R35 with its headlights. And then you air dams for extra airflow. Sorry, kinda got stuck by the tail lights. Pretty cool. I mean, I'd drive it. It looks futuristic. Maybe they should make a new Demolition Man. The son of Stallone. I can't remember the character's name. And you got the first Batmobile. This is never really seen the first Batmobile, so I couldn't even tell you if this is supposed to truly represent the first Batmobile. But I'm assuming this is from maybe the comic book Batmobile, and not necessarily the movies or the cartoons. Because if you don't know, we didn't always have cartoons, and a lot of this stuff started off as comic books before going to cartoons or anything like that. Next would be my dad's favorite, Snoopy. I've got the two variants of the main lines hanging up from the couple different years. Got the wheel variant, and one's got a different blister than the other. When I seen they had it in premium, I had to have it. It looks so much better with those wheels versus those plastic ones that they have. So much better. And we got another Skyline. Look, it's a Skyline R34. Woo! Yeah, I do like Skylines. Can't tell, can you? Let's go ahead and pop this one open. I'm gonna have to get a new piece just to hold all these. Okay. Have a little, one of these little protectors. Probably because it's got a big old wing. Big old wang. Well, this one's really cool. It's red. It's black. It's Liberty Walk. It's a Skyline. You know, everybody's nuts about Skylines and Supras. This one's really cool. This is another one that I got on Whatnot. I think I got this one in the race day. Save as much of that artwork as I can. I'm gonna make a little collage of some of these. Really nice looking car. Sorry, all I could do was stare at it for a second. I mean, I couldn't even tell that it had this little pattern when it was in the package. So that's cool. May never notice that. And then my daughter, while she's out at the grocery store with Mrs. Days, she saw this one and just had to get it for Dad, which was really sweet of her. Super sweet. And what was pretty cool is at the same time, but what she didn't realize is I already have one of these, and I have the EG Civic, but you know, this just warmed my heart even more so. But at the same time, she chose and got herself the Corrado VR6 because it's purple. She loves purple. And I was gonna open this, but I think I'm actually just gonna go hang it on her wall with her cars. I think she'll enjoy that quite a bit. And we have Big Air Bel Air. Mrs. Days picked this one out. She just absolutely loves the Bel Airs, and I don't blame her. What's wild though is this one, it tends to warm the pegs. I don't get it. You have the main lines that fly off, whether it's the Big Air, Bel Air, the Tri-5 gassers, they don't stay. But this one hasn't really moved too much. And my favorite out of that set, 2018 Toyota 4Runner. Toyota. And then what? The Chase was supposed to be the Land Cruiser Prado, however you say that. And that would have been really cool to find in red, or not red, black. But I don't know. That's another one that sits there. Like basically, this whole set is warming the pegs, except for maybe the Forerunner. I mean, and that one's cool. It's different. I have not seen it before as a mainline. I just didn't want it. I like my Mercedes, but that thing's kind of ugly. Like, I know it's history, but it's ugly. But another real cool piece. Really nice piece. I like it more when they leave all the tampos off and just clean stock looking. Then I got one last couple more things here. I found this, and I wasn't gonna even look at these at first because I've been noticing them, and I didn't even realize that they did a couple real cards. I thought they'd just be all, fantasy. This one's kind of fantasy, but it's kind of not. Seen the Evo 9. Almost grabbed that one. Saw them all, really. That one's pretty decent. Porsche is kind of cool. I mean, it's a Porsche. But for me, the Mighty K, that's where it's at. This thing is just, it's so cool. Really cool. That's another one of my favorite castings since I started collecting the past 2 years again. Yeah, man, I realized I got a lot of catching up to do. Then, as kind of a return favor for my homie Tom Cruise with the Sylvia, or not Sylvia, the Skyline. Gonna send him this 33 wheelies and speedways, cause I'm pretty sure dude's got a thing for some old wheelies, trucks, and cars. But that's pretty cool. I was gonna keep it for myself, but then I'm just like, you know what? I think he'll enjoy this more, because really, I just wanted the hauler. That's all I wanted. I'm not such a fan for the wheelies or kind of the old gasser style on some of them. They did have all these. This is part of that Kroger drop. And Euro hauler with the Porsche. The thing's pretty cool. Just that is not really an attractive Porsche to me. This one was alright, and I got it. And I really thought it was interesting when I first grabbed it. And then once I seen it, held on to it, yeah. Now this one's really cool. I put it down. Took this one instead. But that's alright. I got plenty of good stuff, so I am not complaining about missing out on whichever ones I left behind. And finally, this is something that's going to be a fun ordeal, is this. Got new, I don't know if it's necessarily new, but redo of AMT Chevy 3500 extended cab dually. Buddy Mike gave this to me. I'm like, hey man, pretty cool model. What are you gonna do it? He's like, I don't know. Whatever color you paint it. I'm like, oh, sweet. Thanks, man. But yeah. So you want that will be on the feature later on, maybe. I don't know. I have a hard time even making these videos. Struggle with the fact of thinking that nobody's gonna want to watch it, but at the same time, I watch stuff just like this. Anyways, if you have made it this far, I really appreciate you. Thanks again for stopping in. Tell me what your favorite car was, and go Team Ramrod. Oh yeah, by the way, I did say giveaway, so now is where the time is. So here's this. It is the Speed Machines 2008 Mitsubishi Lancer Evo, and I can't remember what year it was, but if you go back to the crate video, you'll be able to find out inside there. And someone commented about this, and I said think about doing it in a giveaway. It's red. I really like it, but I think I can let it go. Once I get to 500 subscribers, I'll do a giveaway with this. So, and I seen on the bay that this thing was going for like $25, $30. I'm just, holy cow. So, let's give this thing away. All you gotta do is like the video, share the video with a friend, leave a comment, say hey, done, or Team Ramrod, something that lets me know that you actually made it this far. So thanks again for watching, guys. Really appreciate all of you, and can't wait to give this thing away. 500, here we go. Peace.